Hey everybody, it's Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. Hope everybody has had a great Friday. It's been a challenging week for me, but hey, it's all good. Look, check this out. I know a lot of people out there that talk about starting a business, talk about having multiple streams of income, talk about having some form of passive income and all of those things, and you don't know where to start. You want to get something done, but you don't have a lot of time. You got a full-time job. You are really trying to figure it out. You don't really want to jump all the way out there and put a whole lot into something and then have it fail. Trust me, it happens. It happens. From someone who, as over the last 30 years, started and brought to profit 47 companies and counting. 47 businesses and counting. I don't want to say companies. I want to say businesses and counting. To me, it's different. My terminology may be a little different. Businesses is anything to me that generates revenue income. There's a more organized mechanism through which you do business. But I have started and brought to fruition 47 businesses over the last 30 years. A lot of them online over the last, say, 15 years. And there is a method I use that is tried and proven. This method is actually a method I use that roughly around a little over 10 years ago, hit a very rough spot, had a very cataclysmic, devastating cycle of events that totally toppled what I had built from a business perspective, from a financial perspective. It totally shook my world, and I literally had to do what a lot of us have to do and nobody talks about, and that's start over. Statistics say that 75 to 80% of millionaires will go broke at least once over the course of their life. That's the reality of it. Anytime you're aggressive, anytime you are willing to take risks, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you become so confident in the risks you take because you keep winning that you take risk you shouldn't, and you take risk at the wrong time, and the results can be absolutely devastating. But anyway, I ended up with literally having to start over, and the way I started over was moving from more of a direct in-your-face brick-and-mortar person-to-person service provider to doing a great deal of work online. And I learned a process, a 7-step process of launching anything that I wanted to do online. I became so efficient at it that I could come up with an idea and within 24 hours have the idea launched and close my first sale on that launch. I don't want to make it sound easy, but the process is straightforward. The work still has to be done, and the results vary. But what I wanted to do is teach people how to literally go online. And right now, you don't have to have a full website. You don't have to pay somebody hundreds and hundreds of dollars or even thousands of dollars to build a website. I'll show you what to do as far as that's concerned. I'll show you a lot of free resources. If you have a little extra to throw around, I'll show you how to expedite it and really set it in motion. But I'm talking about organic measures, organic traffic. I'm talking about ways to promote things, doing exactly what you do anyway on social media, but doing it in a way that you are earning some income. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to go out here and earn $1 million. Not saying it isn't possible, because you could be that flash in the pan person, that person that goes out there, picks the right thing at the right time, and happens to make the right post. Everything to me that is quick is something that goes viral. Sometimes you can just know what to do and you create viral. Some people are just masters at creating viral content. I'm not that person. I'm so analytical and I'm so substantive that everything has to have such much meaning. It's hard for me to do something just for the sake of getting attention. And so it comes out disingenuous and everything else. So I don't try. I just go the more methodical route of putting things out there that I know people will find interesting and relevant. And it's a slower process, but it works and it produces. And so, but if you happen to be that person, you happen to take something you're promoting or something that you're selling, whatever, and you happen to do it with a viral post that ends up in front of 1 million people, you could easily say sell 3%. That's 30,000 of those 1 million people. And depending on what you're selling, that may very well get you $1 million. I mean, and that's reasonable. That's not, I mean, that's reasonable. God forbid you selling something that's really hot and people really jumping on and really wanting, and you sell 10%. Now you sell 10% of something of that. That's 10% of 1 million. That's 100,000 people. All they got to do is be selling something for $10 and you sold 1 million. Now again, I'm saying these are very non-typical. You know, I know a person that did $1 million in 24 hours. But he set out to do it. He had a lot of experience at the time, and his goal was to prove that he could do it. It wasn't somebody's just starting a business, didn't know anything about the internet. So his name is John. God, what's John's name? Frank Kern and John. What's John's name? Damn. Anyway, these two guys have been doing it forever. Frank Kern used to be a surfer dude and got off into it and was killing it. Long hair, everything like that. He done really mellowed out now, cut his hair, got the whole family thing going, everything like that. But I've watched those guys. I studied those guys because they were authentic. Actually, what made me trust John, why can I not think of his last name? But John and Frank is, and I've actually taken some of their courses. What made me trust them was Tony Robbins co-signed them. And I've been following Tony almost forever. So because he's in the same field I'm in. So I study how he moves, what he does, how he models, how he promotes and brands and all the other stuff. So anyway, I followed them and I learned a lot of what they had to learn. I learned about deployable assets. Man, and I've done great with deployable assets. Deployable assets is anything you can create one time, put it out there, and it's someplace that people can consistently go get it. Books are deployable assets. Courses that you set up and then people can come just buy and order and download, or go online and complete. Deployable assets, things that you create once and they consistently work for you. It's a great form of passive income. You know, you can actively promote them, or you can put them out there and let just the organic traffic get to them as it gets to them. That's stuff that I have out there, that I've had out there so long, that I don't promote any longer, that I haven't promoted in years. And every now and then, you know, once or twice a month, bam, here comes a sale. You know, and I'm not even actively promoting it. Now, again, it takes work. You're not going to jump out there and, you know, like I said, make $1 million. And typically speaking, unless you're really going full time, all in, treating it like a job, you're not going to earn like a job. You got to understand, it's what you put into this thing. I don't want to give you any false hopes, but what I'm telling you is, if you're looking for a few $100 to $1,000 extra, $2,000 extra a month, you can do that. And you can do that with part-time hours. You can do that without a lot of stress, with nobody over your shoulders, with I having to deal with, you know, trying to convince somebody to do something, just by understanding the system that I'm going to teach you. And I've done it on so many different levels, across so many different platforms and so many different mediums. You know, I've done everything from books to articles to courses, to services, to promoting someone else with services, to providing online services, and so much more. And there's the beautiful thing about it is, technology has created a situation and a system where it is limitless what you can do. You can become as creative as you want to, and you can do this thing. And what I want to do is, I want to teach you this course. I want to show you. I created a course. It's called Launching a Legitimate Online Business in 7 days. Now, it really, when you learn it, it doesn't take 7 days, but I want to teach it to you in a step-by-step process where you can do one thing each day, and then in the 7th day you launch. But if you want to double down and do it in a few days, cool. If you want to do it in 2 days or so, do it. You know, you really need to know what you're doing to get it done in 1 day. And because you don't want to miss any steps, and you don't want to throw up crap, you don't want to put out crap, you don't want to promote crap, you don't want crap associated with your name. And so that means you got to really put some serious thought into how you're going to do it and what you're going to actually do. With that being said, look in the description box. There's a link where you can sign up and work with me, because I'm going to teach it to you personally, one-on-one. So this isn't a master class or a group session. This is me and you sitting down, walking this thing out. And I want you to check it out. And based on what you're going to get out of it, it's literally heaping with value. The link is in the description box. Come sit down with me. Let me help you get your first launch. Maybe you already have an idea of what you want to do, and we can tweak it towards that. But I'm telling you, if you don't have a product, you don't have a service, you never sold anything online, you don't have anything to sell, you can still make money online. I mean, there are people out there that are real lazy and don't want to do it, and they're making money online, doing surveys, opening emails, and things like that. I mean, and I literally get paid to get them to do it. That's one of the things I do, is I recruit people to open emails. That's one of the things I do. I mean, it's so many different things. I get paid to do reviews on products. You know, all the while I'm doing the reviews on products, I also get to promote some of mine. It's just knowing the nuances and things of that nature to get to do it. And, you know, and obviously I get to promote what I do and where the bulk of my income comes from, and that is in Rick Wallace Enterprises with things like the Myriad Business Solutions, Odyssey Media Group. I'm still accepting new authors, by the way, on 50/50 deals, and I explain what a 50/50 deal is when you reach out to me. But also my flagship program, the Visionetics Institute with Visionetics. That's where we literally help people change their lives from the inside out, and we do everything from coaching to counseling. And that's where, you know, my big ticket items at, that's where I hang my hat, that's the work I do. But I have a lot of stuff going on. I want to show you how you can do it, and you can start small and you can scale out as you desire, as you need, as you grow comfortable. But there's no need to sit around and think that you're locked where you're at when there are so many opportunities out there. Even in a volatile economic situation like we're in, there's always something out there. There's always something people will need, no matter what's going on. You just got to learn how to read the market. You got to learn how to read where the people are flowing, what's going on. I found a nice little sweet spot a couple of years ago, not even a couple of years ago, but in teaching skills that are now in high demand as the job market evolves and the workforce evolves, and what we now look at as the workforce is forever changing. And I'm telling you, it's so much out there, and I want to help you. So with that being said, look, I'm going to jump off of here, and I'm about to hit the gym. And with that being said, click the link, sign up, and you'll hear from my support team. They'll set up a time for us to have the initial consultation, and we'll set up everything from there, and we'll make it happen. Again, within 7 days, you should be launched and working it. But again, you've got to work it. I'm not finna shoot you no bull, tell you it's a one click it, throw it out there. No, you got to work it. And I'm gonna show you how to work it though. I'm gonna show you how I work it. Every day I wake up and I go in and I put in work, but I put in work for me. I put in work for me. I answer to my clients, but I don't have anybody that can fire me. I don't have anybody that can cut my pay. I don't have anybody that can sit up and harass me in the workplace. I created the world, and you talk to somebody who came from somewhere they totally crashed 10 years ago. And I got out there and I built it, and I'm still going, and it's growing, and this is gonna be an epic year. This is going to be the year, based off of what we are doing and what's going on, this is going to be the year of the greatest growth, the greatest advance, and I'm excited about it. And I want you to do something that you can be excited about. So let's make it happen. On that note, I'm about to get out of here.